Okay, being a woman, ఇంకో ఉమెన్ని పొగడం అనేది చాలా కష్టం గైస్. దెన్ ఆల్సో ఐ హ్యావ్ టు డూ దిస్. ఈవిని ఒక్క స్టెప్పుడు పక్కన పెట్టి ఈయన్ని నాకు ఒక్క అరగంట ఇచ్చిన ప్రాపర్ డిన్నర్ సెట్, క్యాండిల్ లైట్, శాండ్విచ్ ఇచ్చిన అడ్జస్ట్ అవుతారు. నాకు మళ్ళీ మళ్ళీ దొరికే అవకాశం కాదు. వద్దు, టుక్ టేక్ ఇట్, కూర్చోండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ లెటింగ్ మీ ఇన్ అట్లీస్ట్. ఎందుకంటే మిమ్మల్ని ఇద్దరిని ఇలా చూస్తుంటే ఒక రాముడి కథ. రియల్లీ? 1 సెకండ్, సెట్ ప్రాపర్టీ ఏమవుతుందా? థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఏమిటో. ఓకే, రాముడు సీత కథ ఒక అందమైన ప్రేమ కథ. అంటే ట్రైలర్ వీ హ్యావ్ సీన్ విత్ ఇన్ రిలీజ్ అయిన 3-4 అవర్స్లో 1 మిలియన్ ఈజీగా క్రాస్ అయిపోయింది. ఎస్ విత్ ఇన్ 3-4 అవర్స్ 1 మిలియన్, ఆ తర్వాత 2 మిలియన్, 3 మిలియన్ అలా వెళ్తూనే ఉంది. అండ్ ఇట్స్ ట్రెండింగ్ సోషల్ మీడియాలో, యూట్యూబ్ అసలు ప్రస్తుతానికి మాకు దేవత అనమాట. సో ఈ కథ విన్నప్పుడే ఇంత సూపర్బ్గా ఆడియన్స్లోకి ట్రైలర్ ద్వారానే వెళ్ళిపోతుందని మీరు అనుకున్నారా?
I knew it was special. I listened to a lot of scripts in 4 languages, and I felt this is very, very special. Because I don't think people tell stories like this anymore. Even as actors, I don't think we get to hear stories like this. And I think just hearing the narration, I felt like I was transported to 1965, and a time when it was simpler and love meant writing letters and not seeing each other, and it's not like today's long distance FaceTime relationship. It was genuinely long distance, and it's a very interesting story. You can't predict where it's going, and it comes together beautifully. So yeah, I was sure it's something special. But things like music, things like our cast, I don't know who Sita was going to be when I first heard it, because I heard it in 2019, I think. Suman sir or Rashmika or everybody in the film. If you watch the film, every scene has a wonderful actor in it. And where we were shooting, I have not been to Kashmir in my life. First time for this film I went. So all of this is the magic you get to witness during shoot. So you hear a story and you kind of imagine something, but this, a lot of the times when you imagine something, the film won't be as good. But this, I think, went beyond my imagination.
వెన్ యూ టాక్ అబౌట్ కాశ్మీర్, నేను ఒక సీక్వెన్స్ చూశాను. సాంగ్ మీరు ఇలా వెళ్తుంటారు, ఆయన మీ వెనకొస్తుంటారు. ఇట్ ఈస్ సో ఈజీ అండ్ లవబుల్ ఫర్ ఆడియన్స్ టు వాచ్. బట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ టు మేక్ లైక్ దిస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ సారీలో, అంత చలిలో ఇలాంటి ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఇస్ లైక్, హౌ డిడ్ యూ మేనేజ్? ఆ షూట్ డైరీస్ చెప్పండి.
First of all, thank you for noticing that point. As an actor, you just create that atmosphere around. Like, obviously, there were shawls and jackets around in between the takes, but obviously we were wearing ghungroo, so you can't wear your boots or whatever. So you have to mentally prepare. So I kept telling the girls around, girls, it's very hot. It's boiling and we are sweating.
We're in Rajasthan.
And we are in Rajasthan, and there's 44-45 degrees Celsius, so it's sweating. And they're like, yeah, Mrunal, it's hot. It's really hot. Let's go for a take? Yes. Roll camera, action. Sir, 1 second. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So it was like that, but we pulled it off.
Lovely. Ramudu Sitaga, for you to act, or I will say for you to live the roles as Rama and Sita, what is that you have unlearned as an actor, and what is that you have learned as a performer? Me nunchi start cheddam.
Wow.
What I've unlearned, I feel like Ram, just like I think God Ram, is very virtuous. He's so much goodness. He's so kind. He's also has a lot of innocence, which I'm now too old to be innocent in any which way.
No.
So I think to think like him and behave like him, I had to kind of unlearn my cynicism of the world, or like how if I'm skeptical of the world, or if I doubt people or doubt situations. I feel like Ram has faith in everybody. He has faith in people. He has faith in the situation, and he's almost childlike in his faith in the world. So I feel like that was something I felt is how I kind of, if I were to define him, or if I were to discover him as a character I played, is he's a lot more childlike, and I think It's there in any of the scenes I get. I'm not thinking of it like how somebody in their 30s is thinking. I'm thinking now 17, 18, like what like he's hopeful of the world. So I think those are my takeaways.
Super, sir. Meeru.
Well, with me, the biggest thing to unlearn is, when you come on a movie set, you have to start a new life, a new character. You have to get into the skin of the character. And never in my life I had ever played a character who's so empathetic, strong, gracious, and at the same time decisive. She decides, even though we're talking about 60s, she's the woman who took decision for herself. So in order, imagine, it's self-made, like that was a big thing for me. I had to unlearn I was like, this is really interesting. And I think through this process, the best thing that happened, I discovered myself. And I was like, now I realize Mrunal is also as empathetic as Sita Mahalakshmi is. I think I'm a better human today. And the best thing was our first scene in Kashmir, and it's full romantic scene happening. And Hanu sir is explaining the scene. Ram Garu comes, I go, Ram Garu's close, perfect. And he's like, see, now you match up to that.
Wonderful. Director గారి విషయం ఎలాగో వచ్చింది కాబట్టి I wanted to put up this question the moment I saw the very first glimpse of Sita Ramam. అదంతా ఒక పెయింటింగ్ని తీసుకొచ్చి వేస్తే ఎలా ఉంటుందో అలా ఉండింది. అది ఏ చిన్న స్క్రీన్లోనూ చూస్తే ఆ ఫీలింగ్ రాదు. యూ హ్యావ్ టు వాచ్ ఆన్ బిగ్ సిల్వర్ స్క్రీన్. నిజంగానే ఒక ఆడియన్స్ సినిమా లవర్ అని క్లెయిమ్ చేస్తే పెద్ద స్క్రీన్ మీద చూడాలి. చిన్న స్క్రీన్ మీద చూస్తే అంత పెద్ద కావ్య కూడా చిన్నగా కనిపిస్తుంది. అది పెద్ద స్క్రీన్ మీద చూస్తే ప్రేమని ప్రేమగా చూడాలంటే పెద్ద స్క్రీన్ మీద చూడాలని రాసుకోండి, పాటించండి. బట్ దెన్ ఇలాంటి షార్ట్స్ అంటే ఆ కెమెరా అక్కడ పెట్టడం కానీ ఇక్కడ రావడం కానీ దే ఆర్ వెరీ టైమ్ టేకింగ్ వెన్ ఇట్ కమ్స్ టు షూటింగ్ ఆల్సో. సో బాగా టైం తీసుకున్న ఒక పర్టికులర్ సీక్వెన్స్ కానీ షార్ట్స్ కానీ అండ్ అక్కడ మీ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్, ఐ జస్ట్ వాంటెడ్ టు నో దట్ జర్నీ.
We spent almost, I think, 13 months, I mean, not every day, but the film was stretched over 13 months that we shot it. But I think, as actors, I think we're very used to waiting. So that's not a problem. But the shoot, some days are very difficult in terms of weather, and like we shot in Spiti in November, end of November,
and the same scene we had something to shoot. We shot it in Hyderabad where it was boiling 35, 40 degrees, and we were wearing the same woolen jackets,
same expressions.
And instead of feeling cold, we were sweating. So they're like, sweat can't be seen because we are in Spiti. So that was fun.
But yeah, so if it goes into night, like days somewhat bearable, but night it drops, and everybody in the crew will be checking what the temperature is dropping to. So suddenly it'll be, -7, then -12, then -20, then -22. I think it went up to -22 is what I remember. But on every set, as actors, I think we have it the easiest because everybody is working much harder than you.
Yes.
We are given blankets, we are given fire, we are given hot water. There's always people looking after you so much, but the crew is not, nobody looking after the crew. They have to look after themselves. So I always derive energy from them. I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. I have no reason to complain. And also I think collectively, like everybody on this film, everyone I think dreamt of this film to be something special.
Today.
So that passion I think gave us all energy, gave us all heat, gave us all the sort of motivation we needed to get through it.
Yeah, it's like it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
Yes. ఈ ట్రైలర్ చూసినప్పుడు మాకు అనిపించింది ఏంటంటే ఇన్హెరెంట్గా రొమాన్స్ ఉంది. అది డైలాగ్లో, చూపులో, సైలెన్స్లో, ఉత్తరం చదవడంలో, సీత లేవడంలో అన్నిట్లో ఉంది. వాట్ ఐ ఫెయిల్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ ఇస్ నా చిన్ని బ్రెయిన్కి రొమాన్స్ ప్యూర్గా ఎలా ఉంటుంది మీరు డిఫైన్ చేయండి. బికాస్ యూ హ్యావ్ బీన్ ట్రావెలింగ్ త్రూ ద స్టోరీ. లైక్ మీరైతే 2019 నుంచి కూడా సో ఆన్ అండ్ ఆఫ్ ఆ స్టోరీ వింటున్నప్పుడు అది ఒక ఆర్టిస్ట్ మైండ్లో ఉండిపోతుంది సార్. మీరు వేరే రోల్స్ చేసినా చాలా తెలియకుండా మీరు మళ్ళీ ఆ మైండ్ సెట్కి వెళ్ళిపోతారు. సో ఐ జస్ట్ వాంటెడ్ టు నో రొమాన్స్ని ప్యూర్గా డిఫైన్ చేయమని నేను మిమ్మల్ని చాలా రొమాంటిక్గా అడిగితే మీరు ఎలా డిఫైన్ చేస్తారు? నా బాల్స్ నేను వేసుకుంటూనే ఉన్నాను ఇక్కడ, పడేది పడకపోని.
I think the purity of this story is even how they meet, and how they start communicating. They've never met each other. So I think with so many restrictions or limitations, so it's not something physical, it's not a physical attraction. It's there's some kind of connect, they're connecting to each other in some form, and kind of discovering each other. And I think that has a certain purity to it, because today it's quite superficial, you know, like you look at people and we give them words, you know, they're beautiful, attractive, cute, funny, something, whatever, give me anything.
సరే ఇవాళ ముందు కలిసేసి ఆ తర్వాత మేము ఫోన్లలో మాట్లాడతాం.
Correct, but in this, I don't think they know what each other looks like, but they connect somehow, and they're kind of discovering each other through. So I think the intent from the beginning for both of them in the film is very pure. There's no other agenda, no other motive. It's kind of discovering each other and no plans. They don't know where it's going to go. And where it goes is the film.
ఒకటి ఆడియన్స్కి ఆర్ఎల్స్ ఇప్పుడు లవ్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి పెళ్ళే 15 years ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి క్లారిటీ అయితే కంపల్సరీ వస్తుంది సీతారామం చూసి. బట్ దెన్ మీకు అంటే ఇఫ్ ఐ మే జస్ట్ పాస్ దిస్ స్టేట్మెంట్, బయటకు వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఈ అబ్బాయి రామ్లా లేడు, ఈ రిలేషన్షిప్ అంత ప్యూర్ కాదు, విల్ ఆల్వేస్ బి యునో లివింగ్ ఇన్ దట్. yes అది చాలా కష్టం. అది
even as actors we feel it, like,
yes,
because I don't think I'll ever get to be a part of a love story like this. I don't think I'll ever get to play a character like Ram or have these moments or have this kind of a romance. So even as actors we are getting to play these people or be I was able to be Ram for 13 months or whatever the time I shot this film, and same with Mrunal for Sita. And I feel like the audience will get the same, that 2.5 hours they'll get to be Ram and Sita, because I don't know if it's possible for any of us to experience this today. We're in 2022. This happens in 65. So I think us, the actors and the audience, will all live their lives through this film.
It's a larger than life experience.
అందుకే అది లార్జర్ దెన్ లైఫ్ ఫిల్మ్ కాబట్టి థియేటర్స్లో ఖచ్చితంగా చూడాలి.
For sure.
ఎస్, ఎందుకంటే అప్పుడే వస్తుంది ఆ లార్జర్ దెన్ లైఫ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. లేదు తర్వాత చూద్దాం, అలా కానిద్దాం, ఇలా కానిద్దాం, ఏమనంటే కోవిడ్ అని రీజన్ చెప్పకండి. షాపింగ్ మానేసారా మీరు? లేదు. రెస్టారెంట్స్కి మానేసారా? లేదు. మరి ఎందుకు సినిమా? వెండి తెర మీదే చూడాలి. మామూలు స్టోరీస్కే మ్యూజిక్ ప్రాణం. ఇంతటి కావ్యానికి యూనో ఇట్స్ ఆర్ట్, ఐ వుడ్ సే మ్యూజిక్ ఇస్ హార్ట్ ఫర్ దిస్ హార్ట్. వాట్ అబౌట్ ఇట్?
Music is the heart of this film. The way it is written, the way Ram describes Sita, the way each other express the love for each other. It's just beautiful. Precise words, very poetic. I think I asked this to Hanu sir, the dialogues that I am speaking are not the regular, you know, it's that the way the language was spoken in the 1960s is way different from how it's people speak in 2022. So again there is like this poetic, usme lay hota hai, usme nazakat, you know, I'm running out of words, but hi, if that music, agar ye gaane nahi hote to I don't know what we would have done.
And there's so much importance in the film for the music.
Yes.
In the songs, I think there's so much of Ram and Sita's relationship grows in the songs. I feel like it's told through the songs.
It just blossoms.
What they sing to each other is like conversation, and even the background score, which she hasn't heard. I heard it, and it's incredible. I feel like it almost makes the whole film a song.
Elevate,
Yeah, the entire film feels like a song, because there's always some music here somewhere, like something, like every scene you kind of flow into the scene, you flow into the next scene. So it's a, I mean, I enjoy musicals, if you see like Broadway or theatre and stuff. So I feel like this has those kind of qualities. It's something, I'm just like, if you guys watch it once in cinemas, you know, then you'll understand what we're desperately trying to explain.
You know, that's what Dulquer, like today when I was watching, I watched the trailer for the first time. So every time we would perform a scene, whatever we could see on the Shogun or Dikh Rahe frame setup ho raha hai, that's it. But today when I saw everything was put together, right from the music to the BGM to the actors coming together, the scenes coming along together, the costumes and the locations and the art and the setup and the cinematography, it is just incredible.
ప్రమోషన్స్ అన్నా, ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ అన్నా, షూటింగ్ అన్నా, ఒక ఆర్టిస్ట్కి నిజంగా ఒకలాంటి ఎమోషన్ ఉంటుంది. వెయిటింగ్ అన్నారు, ఒకలాంటి ఫ్రస్ట్రేషన్ ఉంటుందా కదా? సరే నేను ఒక 30 seconds టైం ఇస్తాను, నేను దుల్కర్ గారి రొమాంటిక్ సైడ్ లేకపోతే హీరోయిక్ సైడ్ యాజ్ అ పర్ఫార్మర్ అండ్ మృణాల్ గారిని అంతా చూసాను నేను. బట్ దెన్ మీ ఫ్రస్ట్రేషన్ ఒక 30 సెకండ్స్లో ఏమిట్రా ఈ ప్రమోషన్స్ ఏమిటి ఇట్ ఇస్
You want us to say it?
yes please I want to see it.
Yeah, I didn't get the question.
She's like, sort of act out or explain your frustration. Like if you, she has a segment in a show that
Yeah.
called Frustrated Women or something. So
Okay.
Okay, 30 seconds if you
In
have
30
actually have
seconds.
to get frustrated for
Went, like rant.
Yes.
But rant about what?
Yes, about
Anything,
getting
about
ready,
promotions,
about
it can be
interviews,
anything.
about
No, I
promotions.
love getting
She
ready.
loves promotions.
I love
She
promotions.
loves getting ready.
I love
About
getting-
Kashmir.
I love Kashmir. That's why I could do the
But
film.
actually, telling you the truth, I don't remember any of us having like a meltdown or like
I had a meltdown.
Yeah, she had a
okay,
meltdown.
I had a
okay,
meltdown.
please.
I think.
But that day was hard. Okay, again, I think because we shot again in the mountains,
Yes.
and then we shot indoors in this old,
Freezing.
beautiful Kashmiri house where the owner collects carpets. So the carpets are so precious to her, she won't put heating in the house. And even if you bring your lights and stuff, she's very particular. So that house is freezing. You can't wear shoes because of her precious carpets. So I think we shifted by afternoon. We didn't shoot till 6 or 7. And there's nothing. Like none of us, we have no heaters. I think there's like one small little fan heater where we all keep our feet. That also didn't work properly. So at some point, I think Mrunal just lost it. She just couldn't handle it.
And it was raining also outside.
I think, yeah, when she's that frustrated,
And
I think
I got
she
a little
breaks down.
drenched. I was cold, I was wet, and it was also like first schedule, like first week.
Completely
So
forgot about that.
completely, like it was a new setup, new people. I was not understanding the language. I'm like, what is happening to me? Where
I know.
I've come? And then Ramam was like, Sita, breathe.
I was so scared
You okay?
that she might just leave.
No.
We already shot so much in Kashmir. I was like, I can't go back and shoot there again. It's impossible. You can't recreate it.
I completely
so
get
I'm
it.
like, I've never called up Mrunal. I'm like, Sita garu, it'll be fine. I know some days are tough, but it's going to be so special. This movie is so special. Please just do it.
Yeah.
So we kept like,
And actually that kind of helped, the music helped. He's like, hear your music, you know, just calm you down, just relax. I know this is just like 1 week and then we are sorry we'll shoot in Hyderabad and the weather in Hyderabad is incredible.
I
their
know
dance
మీ
step.
గురించి అక్కడ అంతమంది
This is their
ఫ్యాన్స్
dance
నెక్స్ట్
step.
ప్రమోషన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ సోషల్ మీడియా టు యూట్యూబ్ అంత వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నారు.
Just do the dance step.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. అసలు ఇవాళ చాలా అయ్యాయి నాకు. థ్యాంక్స్ టు స్వప్న సినిమా, థ్యాంక్స్ టు అశ్విని దత్ గారు, థ్యాంక్స్ టు అను రాఘవపుడి గారు, థ్యాంక్ యూ విశాల్ శేఖర్ గారు, థ్యాంక్ యూ రష్మిక మందన ద వెరీ బ్యూటిఫుల్, థ్యాంక్ యూ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ ఆర్టిస్ట్ హూ హ్యాస్ బీన్ అసోసియేటెడ్ విత్ సీతా రామం. దే హ్యావ్ మేడ్ ఇట్ అన్ ఇంక్రెడిబుల్ జర్నీ. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
Thank you.
వీళ్ళతో ఎంతసేపు మాట్లాడినా ఈ లవ్లీ కపుల్ తోటి ఇంకా టైం తక్కువే. బట్ దెన్ I totally understand and respect their time also. Thank you so much.
we'd
And
love to talk to you again.
Thank
much
you.
longer.
You were wonderful. I love your
This is
energy.
such a fun
Oof,
interview.
oof, oof.
ఇలాంటి వెయ్యండి
And that sari that you're wearing. Oof,
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Sita Raman. Oh my God.
ఇంకా చాలు. Thank you,
You
thank
should
you
be
so
the
much.
model for our sari. Everybody watch Sita Raman only in cinemas.